Good morning. So, the vlog for day 14. I'm calling yesterday the fat day. I just wanted fat all day long. It was like, oh, I can't get enough of it. So, the tastes and textures I had yesterday. I started off with steak, skirt steak in the morning, had it with some hollandaise. So, I added fat to that. And I had tea. And yesterday and again today, and I think for the next few days, I'm just gonna try out Bella from Steak and Butter Girl. She has a method of, I think it's called feeding. I need to go back and look because it's been a while, where instead of fasting, you feed at the beginning, which I naturally have done whenever I'm doubling down on keto or carnivore in the last few years. I would find myself feeding the first day or two, and I would let myself do that, especially with fat. So it was interesting when I saw a vlog she did a few months back. She'd come back from overseas and was doing the program herself for her own health benefits. And I thought to myself, yeah, the logic of that tracks for me. But yeah, I think yesterday it felt like a feeding day on fat. And I will say some days feel like a feeding day on meat, red meat, more red meat than anything. Some days feel like a light day. I need a light day, and that's where I go for chicken or fish. But one of the things she talked about in that vlog, if I find it, I'll put the link down below. I'll go looking for it, and I'll put the link down below. She talked about, what is it? Coffee is dessert. So she in that program she was doing, she didn't have coffee first thing. However, she normally takes it. She was having it black, and she was having it after she'd eaten something. So yesterday I did that. She calls it coffee is dessert. I think that's what one of her coaches calls it. And so today I'm going to do that as well. I've actually made my electrolytes, and instead of having a coffee right now, I'm having my electrolytes. I've got MSM and, pardon me, iodine in it. And I've got my magnesium and another mix in there. So yes, I had steak in the morning with tea. Then I had a coffee a little later. Then I had some pork chop strips, and I had hollandaise with those. They were quite lean. But lighter. Pork chops are lighter sort of meat for me. Then I added salt to my water and had a version of Soleil water. Pork belly. Then I had prepped the pork belly I was sous videing. I sliced it all up. There's a video on how I did that, a recipe on the channel. And I was getting all that footage and doing all that. And I had a little bit of pork belly left from the last one I did. And so I finished that off, and then I cut some more slices. So I had 2 lots of pork belly. And then that was it really. And then that was by about 6 o'clock, which is really good for me. But then later in the evening, I just wanted some more fat. So in the words of Dr. Ken Berry, I know it's for the BBB&E challenge, but you can eat whenever you like, wherever you like. So I gave myself permission to do that because my diet brain doesn't like me doing that. And whilst I've seen evidence of, not eating before you go to bed. I know that that's true. If I have too many rules for myself right now, I'll quit. Too many hard rules. I've obviously got quite a few rules. Anyway, so I got some pork crackle out and I made an egg salad. I got 3 boiled eggs. I added some mayonnaise and some salt. I don't think I even added salt to that. Smashed it up with my fork and ate it like a dip. I used the pork crackle like a dip. And that was me. That was me for the night. It's interesting, because before, eating at night was so hard to not do. Eating at night was like my nemesis. From 3 o'clock in the afternoon through to when I go to bed, I just want to eat previously. But I'm just reflecting, it's day 15 today, so I'm doing the vlog for day 14. 2 weeks, and that driving force to eat all the time, I don't have it. I just don't have it. It's awesome. I love that. And hunger is different on carnivore and ketovore, but more carnivore, I think. Hunger it's just different. I haven't gotten all the words and the vocabulary to explain it yet. But I'll work out how to explain hunger for me on carnivore. I mean, I wasn't good at hunger signals before. So it's a learning experience always, right? But it feels more gentle. That's probably a word I would use right now. And I'm learning how to act on it rather than just ignore it and then get desperate later, which is what I used to do a lot. So I've had heartburn again yesterday, but I would put it's this whole 2 weeks, it's quite mild. It's not really strong heartburn like prior to 2 weeks ago. The heartburn would be quite fierce, and it hasn't been like that. And it's really very minimal in comparison, but it's still there, and it just comes a little bit and then it goes. So that's where it's at. I had a slight bit of cramping in my foot yesterday, and look, my knee pain and my back pain is pretty bad right now. So my sleep on Saturday night, not last night, but Saturday night, was really good. And I got 9 hours sleep. So that's pretty cool. I did get some cravings. Emotional grind. I was just feeling sad yesterday because my CBO, that continuous ketone monitor on my arm, it read I was at 0.1, 0.2 all day yesterday, and I wonder if something's wrong with it. I have not had, since I've had it on for 8 or 9 days, I think it is, I've never had it down in the blue like that, ever. And I've done nothing different. I'm eating the same food. I'm taking the same supplements. I'm drinking water. I've had coffee every day. I don't know. I can't. My movement's been very similar, same. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. And so it made me feel sad because I thought surely because I've been up in 2.0, 1.2, 1.5, 1.6, 0.9, 1, every day it does go up and down, but I'm guessing that's just your body working with insulin and ketones, because that is my understanding. When your body dumps insulin, your ketones go down. When your body needs, well, not needs, but well, let's just leave it at that. I need to go to Dr. Boz and read a bit more. So I was feeling sad about about that monitor, and I'm wondering if it's just stopped working. It's supposed to work for 2 weeks. An emotional grind. It wasn't an emotional day. I don't think there was shifting going on, because that's what I think happens. I think when you're shifting fat, this is just my logic, okay? I'm not a doctor or anything like that. But when your body's melting fat and using it up, autophagy, when that's happening, I feel like there's stuff that gets released. And I do think that's part of the emotional shift that goes on. I think sometimes it's like walking back through doors that you've walked through, you know. Anyway, yeah, so pain level was pretty high yesterday. Ended up taking, I tried not to take tablets, but ended up taking double dose of, you know, painkillers so that I could have a bit of relief. And yes, to a short walk. So that's it. That is my update. I'm calling it the fat craving day yesterday. And I think I did really well. Like, I think in the afternoon I did have cravings. I made a note of that. And I wanted something sweet. And you know what? I just thought, yeah, I'm just going to go and have some more fat. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and get some more fat. So that's what I did. And I'm very proud of myself for that. That's awesome. All right. I hope you're doing well. Say hi. I'd love to say hi to you. And yeah, we can chat. I'd love a like, subscribe. It all helps on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.